Hello, this is Russ, and this is my April wrap up. The first book in April that I read was The Winter Duke by Claire Eliza Bartlett. This book is a little like Sleeping Beauty in the way that um, our main character's whole family gets put to sleep, but it's not at all like Sleeping Beauty. Uh, so our main character is blanking on her name because Edika. Ekata? Edika? I'm going to go with Ekata. Ekata's whole family goes to sleep one day and never wakes up. So she inherits the dukedomship. And so they were in the process of getting the heir, a bride or partner. So she ends up with a potential marriage candidate and stuck trying to figure out how her family got cursed and how to cure the curse. And it's a really interesting book. There's like mer people. Well, not exactly mermaids, but underwater people. And this book has a lot of representation. It has a leading female romance. It has bisexual characters. And it has non-binary characters. It's got it all. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. As while it was really good, it wasn't top of the line. So, and the next book that I read in April was I Married My Best Friend to Shut My Parents Up by Naoko Kodama. Probably butchered that, but that's how I'm going to say it. This is exactly how the title is described. The main character, Morimoto, she is getting annoyed with her parents, constantly asking when she's going to get married. So, in order to shut them up, she marries her best friend, who is in love with her. And during the sham, she ends up falling for her best friend, and that's it. that's the whole story. It's pretty bare bones, but I really enjoyed it, and it was really cute. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I wish there was more to it. As I said, as there could have been so many more adventures they could have gone on. And yeah. Next book I read in April was Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. This was a very typical middle book syndrome book to me. I didn't like it as much as I liked Clockwork Angel, so I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars. But I am planning on reading the final book and seeing if I like that better. Next, I read Symptoms of Being Human by Jeff Garvin. This is a story about a gender fluid teen who is pretty much in the closet. And they start a blog which ends up going viral. And it's sort of a coming of age story of Riley um, coming to terms with coming out and uh, dealing with people who are not so nice and people who accept them for who they are. And that's pretty much the book. It was a pretty good book. I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. Next, I read We Used to Be Friends by Amy Spalding. This is a book about two best friends having a falling out and in the end parting ways at the beginning of college as not friends. I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars because I did not like the back and forth that was going on with the timeline. Like, you'd have some stuff that would happen in senior year of high school and then skip to the summer before college and skip back to senior year, and it was all skipping back and forth in the timeline, and I did not enjoy that, so that's why I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. But other than that, the book is really, really good. It has good writing. There's a female romance in it for one of the best friends. It's a good book. It's just, I wish they didn't decide to do the skipping around with the timeline. Then I read Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. This is a book that's hard to describe. It's about a girl who can hear the voices of the gods, a monster, and a prince who's just trying to get by. Basically there's a war going on, and you have the regular people where the girl is, and the girl grew up in a monastery and can use the magic allowed by the gods, and they're in a fight with this other country who uses blood magic to fight their wars and pretty much to do anything. And there's these monsters that were once human, but they were tortured so much that they became monsters. I'm a bit unclear on how exactly that's supposed to work out, but yeah. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars because there's some bits that was predictable and some stuff that I didn't quite want to happen. It's the writing's great. Was able to speed through this. Writing was one of the best things about this book, honestly. I just didn't like towards the end how this one character was behaving, and we should go back and forth on trusting this other character, and it's just like, oh, do you trust him or not? It's a very simple question. And then you should make it all complicated, and it's yeah. So I'm going to read the sequel and see if I like it any better. book in April that I read was City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. And I rated it a 3 out of 5 stars. I wasn't thrilled with the plot line and how it was going and the way some certain characters reacted. But overall, it was a decent book. So I gave it the average rating of 3 stars. And finally, I read some more Attack on Titan by Hajime Isayama. This is the Colossal Edition, Volume 2, which encapsulates 5 novels of the regular manga. So it's Volume 6 through 10. I rated each volume 5 out of 5 stars, as it's a phenomenal manga, and I really have been enjoying it. And yeah, that's the end of this video, I guess. If you would like to see more, press the subscribe button. If you liked the video, press the like. And if you have any comments about your opinions on any of these books, or if you've read them, or if you're going to read them, or if I sparked your interest in some of them, let me know. Anyway, this is it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.